Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. So today's video is me riding around aimlessly and talking. Now, I know that excites everyone. Now, you know, it was Sunday. It was a beautiful day, and I had done a lot of work on Saturday. I thought it was a little warmer, a little prettier on Saturday, but it was about 55, 60 degrees. Nice day. I probably shot about 35 or 40 minutes of footage, and then when I was editing, I was like, nobody's going to want to watch this long. And besides that, when I walked down to the little Spyder garage that I built down there, you know, I talked a lot about that garage and showed things in it, and then I was like, nobody cares, right? So anyway, maybe I'll do something else. I'll do more videos down there, probably in the spring anyway. That's where I do Jeep projects, so I may start filming some install things. I'm always installing something on the Jeep, and I pull it down there and install things. And and then I do things for the Spyder. You know, I actually put a big television in there that has YouTube on it. So when I'm YouTubing how to do something, I can have it up on a big screen and take the remote and pause it instead of trying to stare at my phone. At my age, it's hard to see everything on the phone if you need to see any kind of details. So that's kind of how I set that up down there. But yeah, so today's ride, you know, I live in town, and I rode to the main part of town here, and then around. And I thought too, you know, with Sunday, I like to watch football, and I like to go to the local pubs and watch some football. I don't get liquored up and ride the Spyder, so don't be thinking that. But I'll have a couple beers or something in the 4 or so hours that I'm usually there. But yeah, I rode out in the country for a while, and I was playing. Now look, don't that look ridiculous? Look at that helmet on top of that camera on top of my helmet. It just looks ridiculous. I got a lot of footage from that camera, but you see how I'm moving my head around? You know, it's not great video, and I just didn't want to include it. I'm ordering the chin mount for my full helmet, and the Purple Panda microphone and all of that. You know, it's funny. I was going to actually side mount the camera on the other helmet, on one of the other helmets, and I saw that one there, and it still had the attachment from 2015. So I thought, oh, what the heck? I'll put that on there. But again, the footage is not great. I mean, the stabilization and the horizontal and everything with the GoPros is pretty darn good, but when you're jerking your head around looking left and right constantly and everything, it doesn't make for good video like you guys always have. So this green awning is Delaney's pub. It's Irish pub. It's one of my favorite places to go, so I go there a fair amount. It's a little bit well, I was going to say it's a little like Cheers. It's not really. You do know a lot of people. I know the owner, but this place here on the left is Marty's, and that's really become my favorite place to go for things like watching sports. They've got a whole lot of television. Delaney's does too, but it's just the area, and that place truly is like Cheers. You know, when I walk in the door, you know, they're already, by the time I get to the bar area, they've already got my beer, my draft beer cold and sitting at a stool ready for me. That used to be, so our little town here is most like most old towns, you know, there's a lot of history in it. And Marty's used to be the Studebaker dealer, and it's 3 stories. It's quite a nice, surprisingly nice place for what it is. And they used to they would have the cheaper Studebakers on the bottom floor, and then on the top floor they would put their most expensive models. And they must have had some kind of elevator somewhere that they don't have anymore that they could lift those cars up and down. I was talking to Marty about that, and he's like, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how they got cars up and down up there, but he built like a nightclub up there, and then COVID hit before he got it open, and then he decided he didn't want to do that. He may do parties or things, but with the shortage of help and things, he's just not doing anything with it right now. But it's stunning. It's just shocking when you go up there and look at it. You just can't believe that all that's up there. This building on the left, this light tan brick building, that's the Vance Hotel. And the movie Leatherheads with George Clooney and Renee Zellweger was shot. Some of it was shot in this hotel, this old hotel. And the scene where they're running up the steps and the police are chasing them and they run to a window, they jump out. That was done right here, right where we're at. They jumped out one of those windows. That Harley rider waved at me, so he's making me a liar out of my last video on why the hate. So I rode around for quite some time, and again, I just didn't include the footage because I didn't think it was that good, and thought I'd just do this short one. Yeah, this 360 camera. So I use the suction cup mount. You can kind of see it in the reflection of the windshield. I noticed in a scene or two you could see it, but I suction cupped it right under the window, and it's rock solid. In fact, I've got another video of our trip to Daytona that I did that with, and I only had one camera at the time anyway, and but it wasn't. It was the one that's on my helmet. It was the GoPro 8. It wasn't 360. So I'm learning a little bit more about the 360. I'll take it. I'll open I'll connect to the camera with my iPad because again I'm old and I can't see that well, and I can work with the 360 and do the editing on the 360 part of it there, and then you can hit share and it renders the video, and then it transfers it with AirPlay from Apple right into my iMac, and so that actually works quite well. So this time tomorrow, I'll be with Captain Dave in Key West, and we'll be having some beers and fish tacos, I'm sure. So yeah, we're going on vacation. We're going to be in Key West for a week, and looking forward to that a lot. I've needed a vacation for quite some time. So we're coming to the end of our ride along today. One thing I wanted to mention as well is, this is a Spyder F3 Limited that I have. They sit low. They sit lower than like the RTs. You sit higher up on it. And I remember thinking before I had one or had ridden one that they would sit like a quad that you would ride out in the woods or something. Look at this four-wheeler. And it is kind of similar, but the RTs do sit up higher. I think the new models that came out in 2021, I think they went with a little bit of lower stance. But people that have the RTs love them, so I'm not knocking them by no means. But if you're curious about a Spyder, even if you're a two-wheeler and you've been a two-wheeler for a while, I do encourage you to go to one of the Can-Am events where you can ride one, and and just take it out and see what you think of it. Not even if you're considering buying one, and if you're just curious as to how it rides. I do encourage that. I think it gives you a different perspective after you've ridden on it. It's quite comfortable, especially for two-up riding. My wife loves riding on it, and she actually went out and she took the Can-Am class and got her motorcycle license. In North Carolina, it's the same license. So once she got that, she could ride two wheels or four wheelers or whatever. But yes, she got her license. Has she ridden it around? No. She talks about doing it, but she just hasn't. And usually she's with me and we ride like this, who knows, I may end up going back to a two-wheeler for me. I have some problems with my legs, and holding up a really heavy bike is difficult, and that's what kind of led us down this path anyway. But It's quite nice for traveling. You've got the front trunk in the front. You've got this trunk in the back here. You've got the saddlebags. You don't have to put your feet down. You know, it's from a comfort perspective, it's very comfortable, and you're riding in the same wind. So, yep, this week I'll be in Key West, so probably won't see any more content from me this week, but I will be filming while I'm in Key West, and look for that video to come out sometime next week. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great week. And remember, be kind always. Thanks.